I'm restoring this dresser. It's a real good dresser. It's solid wood, every single piece of it. And I've got 50 grit on this orbital sander. Because I was using 180 for the top, and it wasn't enough, wasn't cutting through. So I use this 50 if I'm really careful with it. It doesn't burn through. It is veneer. So if I be really careful, I don't burn through. I'm restoring this dresser. That's already got some piece missing right there, but after I'm done restoring it, I'm going to clear coat it, and it's going to bring out the grain, look really nice. And I'll try to get this one-handed on the camera, show what I'm doing. And the grain is gonna come out really nice when I'm finished. It is leaving circular marks, so I'll have to go over it with 180. And I've got a sand and sponge over there that's 220. And I'll see you at the end of the video. I'm sealing the inside of these drawers and the outside. I'm sealing everything with this sand and sealer. And this is a common practice for most finishing is done in two parts. One is the sealer, and then the next one's the top coat. And I'm doing this. This is gonna make it nice and waterproof and seal it and preserve it really good. So it'll be moisture resistant, mold resistant. Be really nice for clothes. I just finished sealing all the inside of the drawers, except for that one, because I was putting new screws in and tightening up the glides, and I noticed this one's missing because I'm pretty sure I had put it somewhere early on because it was falling off by itself because it had a bad screw. So I have to find that. I know I put it somewhere, but so I gotta seal that one inside, and I'm sealing everything. I'm sealing the inside as well. I even got the tracks. I'm gonna fix those up a little bit and seal them. Everything getting nice and sealed. I plan to have this dresser forever, but since I was last sanding it, so far I have sealed the whole thing. I put 2 coats on there, and the 50 grit was actually too much. It left pretty deep scratches. I had to use 120 to get the scratches out, and you can still even see 120 scratches. But what I plan to do, I mean, it's nice and smooth and sealed right now, but what I plan to do is I'm going to put a white glaze on it and then seal that in there, and then I'm going to put a top coat over it. So because when I sealed it, it came out, it darkened up a lot more than I anticipated. I was going for more of a light color. That happens a lot with woods, and I'm not too good with my woods. I don't know if this is maple oak nut, sorry, I don't know if this is maple or oak, or even cedar or red something. Um, but I'm gonna try to lighten it up because I'm trying to go for a light look, and I've never glazed before, so I'm gonna do some glazing, and hopefully that lightens it up, and also it's gonna cover up any more of the scratch and any more defects. I've already right before I sat down and started sealing the inside of these dressers, I actually went around and sealed up all the chips, all the little chips and pieces that were missing, and all the defects in general. I used a one of these floor repair kits. These things work great if you know how to use them. And I fixed up all the defects, and it always amazes me how good if you're good with those crayons and markers, you can cover up everything really good. And so I'm gonna seal it, I'm gonna glaze it, seal it again, top coat it, and then I'm gonna get new handles and knobs for it. Well, as you can see, I am using the dresser. Things are kind of a mess as usual, but that's just the way life is right now. But the dresser is being used. I still need to put the tracks back on it. See, they're in there. And I have everything. It's all ready to go. I just need the time to finish it. It has 2 coats of sealer sanded in between, so it's nice and smooth. It's pretty well done. To most people, this would be done. The only thing you could do is be more done, which I would like to do because I like working on wood. I like finishing and making things look nice. At this point, I'm kind of wondering if I would still go for the white glaze. Maybe not. I might do a test sample somewhere. But if I did, it'd be a very light glaze because I don't want to cover up the wood grain. It's actually got very nice wood grain. And I got these knobs, which are zirconia, silver and zirconia. Yeah, I think they look nice. I like them. They were a little pricey. They were about $5 each. So after all that, it was about $100 for dresser knobs. And up there, that's another thing I'm working on. Someone kind of gave that to me, or they gave it up. That's a 17th century jewelry makeup box thing. I'm going to use it as a jewelry box. And I got all the little pieces, all the little veneer pieces. That's going to be a very in-depth project. Get that all nice. I might poly, like official poly, like a nice thick glass poly coat on that. It's small enough to do it. Dresser's kind of big to do that for, but you could. It'd be expensive. That's pretty expensive for that type of coating. It's like glass. It's like a 1/4 inch, at least an 1/8 inch thick. So I could do the white glaze, and then a top coat. It really should have a top coat for protective reasons, protective and prolonged reasons. But pretty much, the knobs is from the last time I made this. I started that other video like, geez, almost a year ago, and I came to the conclusion. I was going through my computer looking at files, and I came to the conclusion that I'm not going to have the time to do this because I was working on the airsoft guns and then the real guns, and then I'm getting into jewelry making, and I've got trips and traveling coming up and family time, and I'm trying to get a nice career job and training for that. I mean, I could do this, I could work on this and finish it, but I got all those other things going on, so this will be a nice project to come back to, as well as that top piece up there too. I mean, that's beautiful. That's a really beautiful piece. Alright, so maybe I'll put some pictures up so you can see the knobs a little bit more.